Have you ever had one of those moments when you look in the mirror and you start asking yourself questions or probably start thinking, who am I really? It's like everything that used to define you, your job, relationships, hobbies, suddenly feels disconnected. This feeling is more common than you think, and it is called an identity crisis. Hello, everybody. My name is Olivia, and you're all welcome back. Then you might be asking yourself, what really is an identity crisis? Maybe you have come across this word, but you don't really know what it means, or you have heard about it, but you want to really understand it. Just follow me, okay? An identity crisis is a period of uncertainty or confusion about who you are as a person. It happens when you feel disconnected from your sense of self and you start to question your values, your beliefs, your goals, and even your role in this life. Yes. And during an identity crisis, you may feel lost, struggle to make decisions, or feel like you no longer recognize yourself. That's with that period you are very confused. You don't even know where you're going. If what you're even doing right now is what you want to be doing. It's a normal part of personal growth. Okay. It's a normal part of personal growth. And if you are able to navigate this period properly, it can lead to self-discovery and a clearer sense of purpose. An identity crisis can be triggered by a lot of things. It can be triggered by a lot of factors, and most times they are often related to significant changes or challenges a person is facing in their life. And it can be when you entered a relationship, you start having self doubt about yourself. When you started a new job, maybe that job you're not really satisfied with it. You start even asking yourself, are you sure this is really what you want to be doing for some years? And some people as they age, or maybe elderly people as they age, they start questioning their past achievements and the decisions they have made in the past. They start asking themselves if really these were the things they wanted to do, or they just have to just do it because they had no choice. A lot of things can cause it. Sometimes it can be when you lost someone who is dear to you, when you equally lost a job. The same way when you get a job, you start contemplating some things. It can also happen to you when you lost a job, or major factor is societal pressure. Sometimes we always try to fit in instead of standing out, and societal expectations can cause confusion, like serious confusion. You know, you find out that you start doing things that doesn't really align with your true self. Social media made it worse. You come to social media, you see people making progress in their careers or personal lives, just anything they're posting on there, and you start contemplating on your own. Are you sure you made the right decision? This career you're actually following, are you sure you're going to make something meaningful out of it? Or should you just switch? You see where the confusion is just coming in. And you start having identity crisis, you start getting confused, you start getting tired. In fact, you just be looking at the mirror, asking yourself every day, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? To some, it can be triggered by depression, anxiety, low self-esteem. All of these things can contribute to identity crisis because you are trying to find your place in this world, because you are trying to know the role you have come to play in this life, because you are trying to find happiness and know really if this is what you want. So whenever you're having an identity crisis, you shouldn't worry at all. Feeling lost doesn't mean you are broken. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means that you are at a point in your life where change is happening and it is time to rediscover who you are. Like I said earlier, if you're able to navigate through this, then you will definitely come out stronger. So what are you going to do whenever you notice that you are facing or experiencing an identity crisis? I think this is the best time to seek solitude. I think many people find it difficult to stay alone, but this is the best period or phase of your life that you need to start spending time alone. Spending time alone can be powerful for self discovery. It could be maybe through meditation, going for long walks, taking a stroll, or simply by sitting quietly. Anyone that suits you, just do it. But make sure you are spending time alone, okay? And you should know that solitude allows you to connect with your inner thoughts and feelings. This is also the moment you should also take your time to reflect. Take your time to reflect on your past and present experiences. Reflect on your values, the values you had, or think about them and process your emotions. Reflect on your feelings. Ask yourself questions like, okay, what events or changes led me to feel lost? You can start thinking about it. Or ask yourself, when was I more happier in life and why? Okay. Or what part of my identity no longer feels true to me? And you can also journal. Journaling can help organize your thoughts, and it can also help you or provide insight into who you are and who you want to be. So don't joke with journaling, it's important. Also, most importantly, you need to explore new interests, explore life, try out new things, okay? Not things you normally do before, though, but you can if you want to. But I advise you try out new things, things that you have always fantasized or thought about doing, or things you have planned about doing before, but probably due to time you were not able to do it, or because you have a busy schedule or anything. So this is the phase of your life, or this is the time when you need to explore those things. Reason is, while doing that, it can help you reconnect back to yourself. It can help you identify what are those loopholes or those missing link that is making you feel this way. It can be learning a new skill, traveling, or exploring your creativity. Experimentation helps to expand your sense of identity. So, and don't be surprised that while doing this or while exploring new interests, it can help you reconnect with your values, because clarifying your core values is important, towards understanding yourself. So think about what truly matters to you. What do you stand for? What are your beliefs about life, relationships, and success? These choices or these things can help you align to your or with your authentic self. After you have done this is now the time. After you have reconnected, you have explored, and you have, had your time alone. This is the time to let go of any expectations. Like I said earlier, we grew up in a society whereby people project their expectations on us. The society wants us to fit in rather than stand out. You go to social media, you are seeing different things. So now you need to start living your own life based on your own terms, based on your own likes and dislikes, based on your own values, based on those things that are really important to you, not on another person's value. Okay, because this is your own life in the first place and not theirs. They should live their own life based on how they want it, and then you should also live your own life based on how you want it. No more looking at social media or what this person is doing or what this other person is doing, the career they are following. You have to concentrate on your own self. What do you really want? Not what others want. And there's no way I'm going to skip this particular part, which is, please and please stop comparing yourself to others. Stop it. In fact, it is when some people compare themselves with others, they start facing a lot of confusion and start having identity crisis. Why would you do that? Your own journey is different from their own journey. It's easy to look at everybody's life and feel like you are already falling behind or you will fail. But here's the thing: nobody's journey is the same. Your journey is different from theirs. Their own journey is different from yours. Why not focus on your own journey? And what works for someone else might not work for you. Bear that in mind. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong there. Why not focus on your own journey? So instead of focusing on others, remind yourself that your own journey is unique and is different, and it's okay to move at your own pace. So it is not a race, okay? It is not a race. If you feel like you can't really help yourself, and you need somebody to help you or somebody to talk to, you can get or consider professional help. Probably speak to a therapist or a life coach so I can help you and help you through this process, help you through this phase, and be able to discover who you are truly. Yes, that's what they are here for. So if you can't really help yourself by doing some of these things, I will advise that you seek the help of a professional. Now, I need you to also know that you have to learn how to embrace change. I think I made a video about this. What I think, I actually made a video about this, that change is not your enemy. You know, we fear change. We resist change. Whenever we find something that is coming towards us and we feel like this is going to change a lot of things about us, we run away from it to resist it. But I want you to know this, that change is not your enemy. In fact, change is a way of you, augmenting. It's a way of you, you know, getting progress in all areas of your life instead of remaining stagnated. Whenever you experience change, instead of resisting it, you should embrace it and think of ways to move ahead instead of dwelling on it and feeling like it is end of the world. So learn to embrace change. Finally, you have to be patient with yourself. Rediscovering yourself takes time. You won't have all the answers right away. Yes, and it's okay too. The important thing is to be kind to yourself along the way. There's no rush to figure it all out. Life is a journey, and sometimes it's okay to be a little lost before you can find your way again.